Hey there, what's going on guys, BO3 if you want to hear, and in today's we're going to talk about the biggest problems with Black Ops 3 in my opinion. So first off, I'd just like to say I'm absolutely loving Black Ops 3. In my opinion, it is the best game in 3 years without a doubt, and it's possibly one of the best Call of Duties in a very long time. But I've played a lot of Call of Duties, I'm not going to lie, and this game does have its fair share of problems which I really don't want to address in this video. Some of these problems are kind of like the kind of problems that Treyarch really can't fix and just really bug me off, and I'm sure it bugs a lot of you guys off as well. And some of the problems can Treyarch, it seems like Treyarch can fix, within a day or a few hours, or get a little small team together, fix the problem and be absolutely sorted. I don't personally know about games developing, so I don't know for exact how they fix stuff and that, but they just seem like really stupid problems that I just really want to address in this video. So first off, the first problem I want to talk about is kind of a problem that Treyarch can't fix. No hotfix can really fix this. So I want to talk to you guys about taunts and gestures. So this was announced, a few months before the game's release, and I actually made a video on this because I was so excited for what it would be and how it would play out, because I thought it'd be really cool. It did seem really cool, like a really cool idea. However, I don't know what it is, but Treyarch really fucked up on this. So of course, after you end the game, you're in the top 3, which is really cool. You get to see your character in the top 3 slots, and as you guys know, it comes up with his little taunt, whether that's a fist bump or whatever really, and it has his quotes. Now, I would not mind having a quote if it was, said once in a while. It had a range of quotes that people could choose, maybe when they start the game or something like that. But no, every specialist has its own base quote, and of course, you can't unlock more throughout supply drops. But most people who play, public matches don't have their quotes unlocked on supply drops, so we hear the same exact thing all the time. So as you guys know, some specialists are better than others. I see hardly anyone running Nomad, and I see a lot of people running some of the other guys. So I just want to talk to you guys about some of the specialists, because they gravitate towards those, and we hear the same exact quote over and over again. So the quotes I'm on about, as you guys know, the 54 immortals crush all opposition. Oh, I will end you. Those quotes do my head in, because every time I finish a game, I ever hear one of those two quotes, and it wouldn't mind if it was varied and just something really cool and not very generic. But oh my god, every time I finish a game, if it's a bad game, if it's a good game, I have to hear the 54 immortals crush all opposition. I don't want to hear that. It's just so stupid that I wish it was more varied if they're going to do that, or just take it out of the game completely. I really don't want to hear it, and it's kind of a personal hate on my, I don't know, some of you guys may like it, I don't really know, to be honest, but it's something that I really don't like about Black Ops 3. So now we're going to get into the real problems, the problems that Treyarch can actually fix. So first off, I want to talk about is, as you guys know, I think everyone has this problem, Combine 24/7. It's absolutely ridiculous how many times Combine pops up on these, map rotation list. And another thing is, Combine's a good map. I'm not hating on the map. It's a very good map. So, like Nuketown, they have the Nuketown 24/7 playlist on double XP weekends. I like playing it, but I don't want to play it all the time. Every time I play Call of Duty Black Ops 3, it's kind of, coming into Call of Duty Combine Warfare, whatever. And I just really think this is a bit, kind of gone on for a bit too long now, because I don't want this really good, like, this could possibly, Combine could be possibly one of the best maps in Call of Duty history. I really do love it, but I don't want to get burnt out on it by you playing it every single time. I wanted to test this, and I actually went into 10 matches and, kind of varied up the game modes. I left the match actually every time, because I didn't want to stay in the same lobby. And what I found out is that 7 out of the 10 matches were on Combine. One of the matches were on Infection, one was on Redwood, and the last one I can't remember what it's on now. Oh my god, I can't even remember the maps because I play Combine so much. But I genuinely I just really want to see how many times Combine pops in. It's absolutely ridiculous. I know you guys, it comes up with so much, and I think Treyarch really needs to fix this. Either take it out of the rotation so it's not, obviously don't take it out of the rotation completely, but don't put it in, as often as it usually is, or put a 2 kind of voting limit like they did in Black Ops 2, so you can't vote for the same map twice after every single game. So there's kind of a bit of variation there, and we actually get to see some other maps, which, like, for example, Exodus, it's, I'm not gonna lie, it's not a very good map, but I still want to play it sometimes, and I swear to god, I've not played Exodus in a few weeks now. So please, honestly, Treyarch, really sort that out. It's kind of, I think they really need to sort that out, and it's a really bad problem, and it's something that it really needs to fix quick before the game does kind of get a bit stale after playing the same map over and over again. So Combine 24/7, we got that out of the way, and now I want to talk about is weapon balancing. So in my opinion, weapon balancing is actually pretty good in Black Ops 3. I'm not gonna lie. Besides the Vesper and some other guns are kind of OP, but it's not too bad. It's no, Battle 27, ASM1, and that's about it. We do have a good weapon variety. But one thing I want to talk about is sniper rifles. So I want to talk about sniper rifles, in particular the Locust and the SVG. Not so much SVG, but the Locust especially, is that there's no aim assist. We kind of had that in Call of Duty Ghosts, and it kind of killed snipers off, and I really do think that they really need to put some kind of aim assist on the Locust, as I do find it a really weak weapon. I find it a really inconsistent weapon. I just don't think snipers are really that fun if you don't even have an aim assist on the weapon. And I just think even with, you know, it wouldn't be too bad on PC or anything like that, but using the controller, which a controller is very inaccurate, and you're not putting aim assist on a sniper, but just I think they need to sort it out and make it just a slight buff, even if it's just a slight amount of aim assist. I really think they need to do that. Have the best servers. And of course, with the introduction of Call of Duty Ghosts, we introduced dedicated servers, and you know, dedicated servers we do see them quite a lot now, with a lot more apparent than what they were in Call of Duty Ghosts and so on. But what I find a lot with this is the fact that there's so much kind of little stuttering and little small blips where it just kind of lags a bit, goes back to normal. I'm trying to show you guys in this gameplay, because it does actually happen in this gameplay, and it happens very often. You know, 1 out of 2 games, I will get a sudden little, it's not very long, literally just lasts a few seconds. It's just a sudden thing where it just kind of lags a bit, and it really does get you out of your moment. And sometimes if you're in a gunfight, it does you know, lead you to losing the gunfight, and really does kind of bug me a lot. And especially you know, when you're doing competitive, if you want to do arena, that it doesn't help when you have a little kind of bit of lag. You know, in this game, it's not too bad. It's, you know, I've seen worse games, but it's not too bad anyway. So that's just kind of thing, you know, a little stutterings in the kind of servers. And also I want to talk about is server disconnection, because I find it a lot more apparent. I don't know if that's my connection. Of course, it does have a big dependency on your connection, but I find, especially with zombies as well, that Black Ops 3 servers tend to disconnect a lot more often than they were in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Ghosts, Black Ops 2 and so on. And I really do think they kind of need to sort out, you know, the server disconnections. I don't know if it's a fault on my part, then I guess it's my fault, but I do think it happens a lot more than it did on Advanced Warfare and the previous Call of Duty games. And the last problem I want to talk about with Black Ops 3, we kind of got this problem with Black Ops 2 as well, is the fact of player kind of counts players. So of course, you know, every game is 6v6. However, this kind of, I don't know why this always happens with throughout games. It happened in Black Ops 2. I couldn't really remember it happened in Black Ops 1, but I never really see it in Infinity War games or Sledgehammer. But there's some games where, you know, there's 7 players on one team, there's 5 players on another, there's 6 players on one team, and not sorry 6. There's, you know, there's 4 players on another team and 8 on the other. There's kind of a really big problem with that, and I really think they need to sort that out, because it kind of does make the games very unbalanced, and I really think that's just a really bad how sometimes, you know, I don't get why it does it. I mean, I just must be like a glitch in the system, but I don't get how, you know, lobbies can really be that unbalanced. And especially when you're in the party, I don't know if this happens to you guys a lot, but we're in the party, you know, the party does get split up sometimes. You know, you get your 6-man going, you think you're going to do really well, and it just splits you guys up in half, and it really does kind of bug me. And I just think those are my problems with Black Ops 3. Hope you guys honestly did enjoy the video. If you got any problems that you want to obviously leave down in the comment section, you can honestly do that. And I'd just like to say thanks for watching.